I've always been a fan of the Mortal Kombat games, especially the Mortal Kombat Project games, but not anymore. In fact, I hate even hearing about the game. One day, I was surfing through the web for some games from my emulators, and I happened to come upon a game called Mortal Kombat.EXE. I was not going to give out the link for the safety for you in your computer, but anyways, I thought it would be boring and dull, but when I looked at the RAM it took up, it said it took 2 gigabytes. So I thought to myself that the game would be exciting because I never downloaded a Mortal Kombat game that took so much memory. So I clicked on the download link and started downloading the game. Surprisingly, it took over 4 hours for the entire game to download. The download then finished, but that's when things started to get weird. The download box popped up letting me know that the download was finished. So I clicked run. Then my laptop screen burst into static and started playing frankly high-pitched sounds. Then the laptop suddenly went black. I then grunted to myself, anger, trying to turn my laptop back on. After a few tries, my laptop finally turned on. The same as it was before, except there was a game on my laptop. I thought to myself that the laptop probably just crashed from the large download, so I clicked on the game and it started playing. There was no music playing. The screen showed Goro, and there was the words arcade, versus, practice, option, and exit. So I clicked arcade, and the Mortal Kombat 1 arcade theme burst out of my speakers violently, nearly shaking the whole house. So I muted my computer thinking about nothing of the sound. And what came up? I couldn't believe it. The character select screen came up showing a total of 276 characters. I was amazed. This was the best Mortal Kombat game ever. So I selected one of my favorite characters, Chameleon. Only there were 6 versions of him, so I chose the Mortal Kombat Trilogy Chameleon. Then a box popped up on the select screen saying choose stage. There was a total of 500 stages, only making the game way better. So I chose my favorite place to fight, the Mortal Kombat 1 pit. When I selected the stage, Shao Kahn's voice said,
"Good choice, Lane."
2 things popped up in my head. 1, how did he know my name? And 2, how is his voice coming even though my speakers are muted? Then the loading screen came up. I had to fight Hydro, a Mortal Kombat Project character. So I started fighting him and finally got to the point where Shao Kahn's voice said, finish him! Then a box popped up showing a list of names. One of them was my friend Jordan. So I clicked Jordan, just for fun. And then a box come up saying, choose Fatality. Then a box popped up saying Fatality 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And Stage Fatality. I thought it was awesome that every character had 10 fatalities and a stage finisher. So I chose Stage Fatality. When I clicked Stage Fatality, it showed my character Chameleon uppercutting Hydro, causing him to fall in the pit spike at the bottom. When he hit the ground, very realistic blood shot out of him as he screamed in agony, but Hydro's scream nearly broke my speakers that it was so loud. I was angry that I kept hearing noises from the game as I muted my computer, and confused as why the noises were so loud. Then the words
"Chameleon wins. Fatality."
came up on my screen, but there was no Shao Kahn saying the name and fatality. Then Shao Kahn's voice came up saying,
"You will never win, Lane."
and I mean loud. Then a bunch of pop-ups saying Mortal Kombat.exe is now responding came up, crashing my laptop. I was frightened. I tried to turn my laptop back on, but it would not power on. I thought it must have been a virus. Angrily, I put up my laptop, thinking to myself that I would try and fix it in the morning, since I'm good with computers. I then went to bed, trying to sleep, but still thinking about why the game knew my name. I awoke to a ringing noise. It was my iPhone 4. I looked at my phone and to check what time it was. It was 2:30 a.m. I then answered the phone, only to hear my friend's mom crying. I asked her to tell me what was wrong and what the siren sound in the background was. She told me that the sirens were the police and ambulance sirens, and that Jordan was dead. He had several large holes in his body. I bolted downstairs trying to turn my laptop on, but then a message popped up saying,
"Thank you for playing, Lane. But I told you, you will never win.
I was screaming and crying in horror and despair as several messages popped up saying never. Then the worst thing ever happened to me. A bunch of pictures of dead adults, children, and babies popped up on the screen. Then a message popped up saying, "Look at him." Then a picture of my friend Jordan was shown. His eyes gouged out and his intestines popped out laying on the floor. He also had several glory holes in his body. The screen then went black and a Mortal Kombat font came up saying,
Lane wins. Fatality.
The screen then went black. It has been 4 months since the incident, and I am traumatized by it, just like anybody else would be. The police found the man who killed Jordan. Oddly, he's the creator of the game I downloaded. Yesterday, I was flipping through the channels on my TV and I saw Jordan's killer in court on a TV show. I had to watch it. After about 5 minutes, the judge asked him what he had to say before the sentence to death. He responded by looking at the cameraman and saying,
Lane, you will never win.
violently laughing as the bailiff carried him away.